Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a bunch of makeup first impressions. So if you would like to see my thoughts and watch me test out some new products, please keep watching. So I'm pretty excited for this video. I feel like I haven't sat down and tried out some new makeup products in a really long time. By new makeup products, I mean like new to me. These aren't necessarily new releases. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to be trying out is this NYX Soft Focus Tinted Primer. This is what it looks like right here, and this is in the shade Light. So normally when I would do like a full face of first impressions, I would include a foundation, but since I like to do like dedicated videos for testing out foundations, I decided that from now on I'm just going to use a foundation that I know I already like. Plus I feel like that gives all the other products a fair chance, because foundation can ruin products. So it is a pretty thick consistency. It has like a moussey texture. I do have some dry patches, so maybe trying out this primer right now probably wasn't like the best decision. Wow, it's really light. Weird. I have seen people use this in place of foundation. I could definitely see why. I feel like, okay, I know it looks crazy because it's in the shade Light. But yeah, look, it is tinted. Maybe, but it is really emphasizing these dry patches on my nose. So like I said, maybe today wasn't the best day to try this out. But I think if I got like a darker shade, I would totally use this in place of a foundation. It's smoothing out my skin really nice. It does have that tint. Like, look, it's like effortlessly smoothing out. I definitely don't think this is good for dry skin though, that's for sure. It literally is sticking to all my dry patches. Yikes. I'm debating whether I should take this off and we should test out a hydrating primer. And I feel like a little of this product goes a really long way. But I also feel like it just totally dried out my face even more. Weird, I've never tried a primer like this before. I feel like this would be really good for oily skin for sure. Dry skin, not so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a foundation that I know that I really like. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and it's in the shade 208. I hope this is dark enough for me right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this off camera since it's not a first impression, and I'm just gonna apply it with a damp sponge. So I feel like this NYX Soft Focus Tinted Primer kind of matted out my Infallible Pro Glow. Normally when I use a normal primer or like a dewy primer, hydrating primer, whatever, this foundation looks a lot more dewy and luminous on my skin, but I'm not mad at it. I kind of like how this looks, especially since it is still really hot outside. Maybe this will help control my oiliness throughout the day, even though I am really dry skin. But in the summer months, I do get a little bit oily. So I'm excited to see like how this holds the foundation throughout the day, holds up the foundation throughout the day. Moving on to concealer, I figured we could try out this CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer. Right off the bat, I'm not a big fan of the applicator. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lips. So I'm not a big fan of that, and it does feel really stiff. It doesn't feel as soft, spongy as like the Maybelline Age Rewind, which is like one of my favorites. But I figured we could try this. Hopefully it's not too light. This is in the shade Fair. But I don't know if I want to apply it with this applicator. I guess we'll try it and see. So I'm just going to squeeze out some. I'm definitely not going to blend it out with this applicator. I'm just going to use the applicator to like kind of place it. For the shade Fair, this doesn't seem very light, and I'm going to assume that this is the lightest shade of concealer. Feels creamy and hydrating so far. I'm going to try a new brush today to blend it out, and this is the Morphe M536. I think this just came in my monthly Morphe brush thing. So I want to try this because I prefer brushes over a sponge to blend out my concealer. I feel like I get more coverage. Ooh, that doesn't look very good right there. I think I might have to go back over it with a sponge. This definitely isn't a full coverage concealer, that's for sure. I think this is more light coverage, light to medium coverage for sure. It's not full. I'm just gonna lightly go back over it with my LA Girl sponge. This is my new favorite sponge for foundation. I swear, these eyelash extensions, I'm just like waiting for them to like fall out, and they're hanging on for dear life. Oh my goodness. Which I guess is a good thing, right? But okay, so I like this concealer actually. I think I would like it more if I used like a salmon under eye corrector, which is what I would normally do. But since I am testing out new products, I just wanted to see what this concealer looks like on its own, because I feel like the salmon corrector kind of like cheats, you know? But I do like this actually. I think it looks really nice, but like I said, if this is the lightest shade, which it has to be, right? Because it's in the shade Fair. That's not very light considering my foundation. I'm using the shade 208, and that's fairly dark, right? So, but it blended out really nice. I think it looks really nice on my skin. So far, so good. You never know how these videos are gonna go. The next thing, I'm not 100% sure if I've tried this out already. I found this in my drawer and I don't think I've tried it, but I'm not sure. So if I have, I'm sorry. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals Loose Mineral Powder. I have the shade Light Pale. This is what it looks like, but it also says that it's translucent as well, so I guess we'll see. I did swatch it on the back of my hand, and this is what it looks like. There is a lot of glitter in this. It kind of reminds me of the Lancome Absolute Powder, the one that's like $60, but this does look like there's a lot of glitter, so I kind of want to try it because it is like the summer months and I don't mind that extra glow. But I don't know, I guess we'll just have to see how it is on the skin, because I might just have to take back everything that I just said. So I'm just going to use this random big fluffy brush. I'm just going to dip into that and kind of like swirl in the cap and then just set my face. We'll see. So I'll have to look up close, but so far I don't see like any glitter. I just feel like I see like a sheen. I'm telling you, I really think this is like a dupe for that is it Lancome or Lancome? Like, I feel like it's pronounced Lancome, but like, that's not how I would normally say it. I would just say Lancome, so. It is giving me like a slight sheen, which I really like. I really think this is a dupe for that powder. And if so, that's awesome, because that powder is $60 and this is probably like $5. Yeah. So that's weird because like I said, when I swatched it on the back of my hand, there was like chunks of glitter. Ooh, and it set my makeup really nice. It made my skin really smooth. And I don't see any chunks of glitter on my face, so that's really good too. It just gave me like a healthy sheen. Yes, so far we're 3 for 3 people. I don't have any new brow products to try because brow products aren't something that I typically buy on a regular basis, so I'm just gonna skip the brows and fill them in off camera. But I want to try out this Benefit Cheek Parade palette. They used to sell this at Ulta. I'm not sure if it was at Sephora, but I got mine off of HSN. I buy a lot of makeup off of HSN because I feel like they have stuff that other stores stop selling. So I always like to go look at HSN. Plus, if things are sold out, like new launches are sold out on like Sephora Ulta, you could almost always get it at HSN. So I want to try this out. And this has the Benefit Hoola Original Bronzer, this is Benefit Hoola Light. This has the Dandelion. I think that's a blush. California blush. I've heard lots of good things about this. And then it has this right here, which is Rockateur. I don't know if that's a highlighter or a blush, I have no idea. But a lot of people talk about this blush right here, and this palette all together I think was $50, around $50. But if you buy all these individually, I think individually, aren't these like 30 bucks a piece or something crazy? So this is such a good deal. So I think I'm gonna go in, I think this is gonna be too light. I might use the Hoola Light because I haven't tried that as a nose contour, but I'm gonna use the Hoola regular just as like an all over bronzer, which I have tried this before, and warm up my skin. I kind of stopped contouring my cheeks and forehead. I kind of have just been using like bronzer to do both things, I guess is what I'm saying. Like normally I would have taken like a gray undertone contour shade and like carved out my cheeks and my chin, and I just kind of skipped that from now on. I'm gonna really pack on the bronzer today because I feel like I just need to deepen up my foundation. Like I don't feel like it's dark enough to match my body. I don't know if you guys can hear Hazel, but whenever she meows like that, it means she stole something out of Jaden's room. Like she'll steal his Lego pieces or his like football cards and like drag them down the stairs. It's like she steals stuff and then she tells on herself. Like I can't deal. So now I'm just going to switch to this brush I've been using. I've been going back and forth between this brush and like a Luxie brush. This is from, I don't even know, but this is the 202 Firma. I think that's what it says. I don't know. It came in like an Ipsy bag, but I like how it's like angled and fluffy. So I've been using brushes like this to contour my nose, and I'm going to dip into Hoola Light and see if that's even going to show up. Which I don't think it is. I don't think it is really showing up. But it kind of looks like it is on camera. Weird. If you wanted a more natural nose contour, this is the shade for you. It seems like it comes off darker on the skin than it looks right here, because if you look at it right here in the palette, doesn't it look like something that you could set your whole face with? But it looks like it's contouring my nose. I'm gonna go in with a teeny tiny bit of Hoola just to kind of darken it up a little bit. Or deepen it up a little bit, I guess is what I'm saying. Then I'm going to mix Hoola Light and regular Hoola and just contour above my lip and below. Oh, my skin is so dry. It's like all the powders are just like clinging to the dry patches. Gross. So for blush, I'm going to try out the California, and something in here smells, and I think if I remember right, people say they like the smell of this California, which to me this smells like Vegas. So I don't know, I'm going to apply that. Looks like a really pretty like pinky coral shade. It's not very pigmented. And I'm like digging in this. Maybe this will be better on like lighter skin tones, or if you like more of like a natural looking blush. You guys know me. I load up on blush. I love it. But I feel like I'm like digging in this blush and I like can't get it to show up. And it looks like there's a little bit of like a gold sheen in it. I mean, I like the shade. It's just, look, I'm like, look at this. I'm literally going like this and I'm not getting like anything on my brush, it seems like. Well, I'm glad that this came in this face palette and I didn't just spend $30 just on this blush. It is pretty, but I feel like this is gonna look better when I'm fairer. So let's see what this Rockateur thing is. Is this, I think this is a blush. So that's definitely a blush. So I guess there is no highlighter in here. I didn't even bother with the shade Dandelion because I know that wouldn't even show up. So yeah, I mean, I like this palette. You get 2, 4, 5 and like 5 full size blushes and bronzers, as opposed to spending $30 separately. You can get all of them for like 50 bucks. So this is a good deal, I think. For highlighter, I'm going to try out this Jouer highlighter in the shade Rose Gold. I haven't tried any highlighters from them. I believe I got this in like a trio set off of Beautylist, and these are like the mini ones. I don't know if they sell these separately or not. I'm just going to use my Smashbox fan brush Ooh, that is pretty. Just off the bat, I don't think I have a highlighter this shade. I know, right? Ooh, that's really pretty. It's kind of like, it is a rose gold. It's like a pinky gold shade. Oh, love. Okay, this might be my new favorite highlight. I'm just gonna hit my brow bone and right above my brow. And then I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush so I can do my nose. So this is my favorite brush I like to use to highlight my nose. This is the Sigma Shader Inner Corner, and this is the E46. It's just this really small, like, flat brush. I love this highlighter. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows off camera, and I'm just using my usual, this is the Too Faced Brow Envy palette, and I just mixed the blonde and the brunette shade. I've been really liking brow powders lately, so I will be right back. Moving on to eyes, I actually bought this on sale on the Too Faced website, and this has been out for a while, maybe even like a year or two or longer. This is the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes. It's the Soft and Sexy Eyeshadow Collection. It comes in like this tin case. I've never tried this. I used to love these palettes, and I would go out of my way to like buy all of them. So right here you get like 3 highlighting shades. I believe they're all shimmers. That one's a matte. So this is a matte white, 2 highlighting shimmers, and then we have over here, we have 2 mattes, like a matte sheen shimmer. I never know what these are called. 2 glittery shades, and then another like sheen color here. So I figured we could go in with this shade right here called Day, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lids. Next, oh, that's a cute name. Next I'm gonna go in with this kind of like taupey shade right here. It's called Fuzzy Handcuffs. I'm just gonna use the same big fluffy brush and use this as a transition shade. It's not really showing up. Can you guys see it? Because I feel like I can't. I mean, I like to see my transition shades, but if you don't, this would be a good shade for you, but I can't see it. So let's go ahead and move on to Garter Belt, which is this shade right here. It's a light gray, and I'm just going to use that as transition shade, I guess. And I'm just gonna buff that into the crease. Okay, I can see this one, but I feel like I'm gonna have to build this up a lot. I have no idea what kind of eyeshadow look I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow. These shades are kind of powdery. Like, I'm getting a lot of kickback. Just off the bat, I'm kind of like, about this eyeshadow palette. And I've used 3 shades so far. So these shade names are super cute. So we have Day, Classic, Fashion. Wait, oh! So this is your daytime look, this is your classic look, and this is your fashion look, so that's cool. In the buff, satin sheets, birthday suit, fuzzy handcuffs, voluvos, sugar walls, garter belt, lap dance, French tickler. Since those are the only 2 matte shades, I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of French tickler. It's like this black shade down here with a little bit of like gold glitter in it, looks like, and I'm just gonna press that up against my lower lash line and kind of buff it up. Hopefully that makes sense. This is a Morphe M578. Oh, okay. That's really black. So I'm just gonna use this brush to place that shade and use a different brush to blend it out. I'm just going where my lashes are. And I'm just going to use a different pencil brush to kind of blend that out. I mean, I feel like that black shade went on like pretty dark, and then it just kind of blended away to nothing. But I kind of like it. I'm just going to use that same pencil brush. This is a Morphe M431. Just going to add a little bit more. I'm kind of using it, I guess I'm kind of doing like a smoked liner, if you will. It doesn't look bad. This is almost kind of like it's kind of like a sexy day look. Just gonna lightly blend that in to my inner corners. I don't want a lot there. And now I'm just gonna put more of it on the inner corner or on the outer corner because I want it darker, and then just kind of like fade it to the inner corner. I don't think I've ever done a look like this on my channel, and I'm kind of digging it. I just wiped off that first brush, and I'm just gonna buff like right above that. Now I'm just gonna go back in with that big fluffy brush and just buff. Ooh, I actually really like how this turned out. This was not the look I was going for sure, but I'm gonna go back in with Garter Belt, which is that gray shade, because I just want a little bit more color in my crease. I think I'm just going to stick with like kind of like a gray theme. Since we have like a smoked liner and that matte gray in the crease, I think I'm gonna stick to that and do a mixture of Lap Dance and Sugar Walls, which are these two shades right here. So I'm just gonna mix the two and put that on the lower lash line. So these are kind of like a metallic silver. So if I'm being 100% honest, I'm really glad that I bought this on sale, because this is definitely not a palette I could use every day. Even though I really like this look that I created. Like, I love cool tone eyeshadow. I feel like a majority of people like warm tones, but I like cool tones. I am really happy with this eyeshadow look. I think it's like a sexy, this could be day or night, but if you did want a little bit of more of like a smoky black look, this could be wearable for the daytime, I think. But would I say pay full price for this? No, because I definitely don't feel like this is a palette that I'm going to be reaching for every day, and I actually will be surprised if I use it again after this video. Even though I do enjoy it, it's just not, I don't know. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to say go buy it either. Let's just leave it at that. Which I wonder if this looks weird considering that I have like a coral blush, a gold highlight, and then I have cool tones in my eyes. I'm sure that looks a little weird. Let's go ahead and just mix the two. I mean, that's probably like a huge sin to mix a cool tone with a warm tone, but whatever. So let's go ahead and mix the birthday suit with Satin Sheets together and use those as a brow highlight and an inner corner highlight. I'm just going to use this Kim K concealer brush. I don't know. I absolutely love eyelash extensions. I feel like they just make doing my makeup like that much faster, and it just makes it look more glam, I guess. But like, I really need them to fall out because I've had them since July, and I just need to like put some castor oil on my own lashes just to like repair them. But I love these. I think I'm gonna get them again in November because I'm going to New York, so it'd be nice just to have like that extra boom, you know. So I think I'm just gonna run a nude eyeliner in my waterline. This is just the Sephora one I always use, and I'm gonna be using this mascara I've used a couple times, and I'm just like, I probably want to buy it again, but this is from the brand Beauty Guard, and it's a mascara that's specifically made for lash extensions. I haven't used it on my actual lash extensions. I use it for my lower lash mascara, but I think I'm going to try today just to see, just lightly see what it does. Oh, okay, so it's not like, you know when you put mascara on false strip lashes, if you go overboard, like you can make them look really fake, but this is just kind of bringing like life back. So let me take back what I just said. So the last two things I'm going to be trying out are these lip products. I've never tried the ColourPop lippy pencils, which is their lip liners. So I'm going to be trying this shade out. This is in the shade Aquarius. I think this is a Kathleen Lights collab, if I'm right. So this shade is definitely like a Your Lips But Better shade. So I really like that. I don't know if it's gonna go with the lipstick that I picked out, but I want to try out this Tarte. What is this? I can't remember what line this is from, but this is in the shade Salt Life. I swatched this in a haul and I was obsessed. So this is actually gonna go with my eye look because it's like a cool tone, like mauve shade. I love these. I only have 2 of them. I wish I had all the shades. And I guess that lip liner goes with this. It's okay. I probably should use like MAC Stone or something, but... So this is the finished look, so I figured we could go over all the products again, and I'll let you guys know like what I would recommend buying and what to save your money on. So let's just start off with my least favorite thing, which I liked everything, but my least favorite thing is the Too Faced Boudoir, how do you say that, eyeshadow palette. I do like the look that I created, but unless your go-to makeup look is gray eyeshadows and more like natural looking eyeshadows, cool tones, whatever, I would suggest passing on this unless you find a good deal on it, which in my case I got it half off. So, but I do really like the eye look that I was able to come up with. I think it looks really nice. Then we have the Tarte Salt Life lipstick. Love this shade. I think it's gorgeous. I really do like this ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade Aquarius as well. Like I said, it's like a My Lips But Better, and I didn't think it was gonna go with this lipstick, and I think it looks just fine, so that's cool. Next, we have the NYX Soft Focus Tinted Primer. I need a darker one because this is in the shade Light. I think I might actually really like this, minus that it just clung to all my dry patches, but I did do a mask last night, and I feel like whenever I do clay masks, it just totally dries out my skin, so that's my bad. But I actually do like this. Like I said, I want to get a darker shade and try to wear it in place of a foundation. So let me know if you guys have tried this out in the comments below. Then I have the CoverGirl True Blend Minerals. I really like this too. It gave my like skin like a nice like sheen glow to it without being glittery, which is weird because like I said, when you swatch it, there's like chunks of glitter. And I actually think I like this more than the Lancome Absolute powder that is $60. So I want to get a darker shade of this as well, even though it worked out fine, I think. And I really liked how it made my skin like really smooth and gave me that glow back. I really, really like this. Then we have the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer. I like this too. I want to try it out with the Salmon Under Eye Corrector. I think I would like it more, but on its own, I want to say it's more light to medium coverage. Maybe you could build it up, but I don't ever build up my concealer because I just feel like the more concealer I pile on, the more cakey it's gonna look and like crease and stuff. Then I think this might be my favorite. I don't know, I liked everything. Then we have the Jouer Rose Gold Highlighter. I really like this, mainly because I don't have a highlighter that's like a pinky gold shade, so I really like this. Then the last thing we have is the Benefit Cheek Parade face palette. I really like this as well. I think this is like a bang for your buck for sure. So yeah, I think they have a new one out too. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a pink version of this. I think that's everything we tried out. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I'm looking around and I think we talked about everything. So let me know what you guys thought of these products. Also, if you've tried them, if you like them, you don't like them, whatever, in the comments below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video of these makeup first impressions, and please subscribe on your way out if you would like to see more of me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.